Hi everyone, well welcome to 2021. I'm Dr. Wendy Sweet from My Menopause Transformation, and every now and again I just check in with you all on the Facebook community. I've put a lot of posts up here throughout 2020, so I really hope that you enjoyed reading them and that you've had time to explore around the My Menopause Transformation website. My January promotion is on, so if you've been part of the MyMT community on the newsletter, then you've been getting a lot of marketing emails, so they'll stop fairly soon. There's only 1 week to go on that sale. I've got so many women who have joined me on the Transform Me program, and for those of you who haven't put on weight, a lot of women do lose weight and they become a bit thinner and leaner as they come through menopause. So I'm going to have a bit of a focus on you in my newsletter over February. So I haven't forgotten about you, and if you do want to be part of the Transform Me weight loss promotion, then just email me. It's not a link that I've got on the website, so get hold of me if you need to, and I'll send you that promo code. Well, as I say, it's been a very crazy year in 2020. I hope you've come through it as well as possible. I know that it's really tough when you've got menopause symptoms to worry about as well, and I know that as part of my own menopause chaos, it really was hard to maintain my energy, particularly when I wasn't sleeping, and when the sore joints arrived and I couldn't exercise and take some time out, then that was particularly tough too. So what I've done with the My Menopause Transformation program is I've grounded that program in women's health and aging research. As part of my doctoral studies, I was looking at health and how we age, and particularly around the midlife transition. I was interviewing women all around New Zealand, and many of them were telling me that they had positioned their healthy aging in doing lots of exercise. But the more I talked to them, the more I began to understand that many of them were not sleeping, many of them had sore joints, aching muscles. A lot of them weren't losing weight despite the fact that they were doing lots of exercise, and it really enhanced my curiosity because I was the same as well. And it made me understand that women in their menopause transition, which goes from perimenopause right through to postmenopause, so it takes a number of years. There's 3 different phases we go through. Perimenopause, where our periods start to change, and then we go into menopause when our periods stop, and then we go into postmenopause when our periods have stopped for a year or more. So there's 3 very distinct phases that we go through, and as part of that, we're journeying towards our aging. So as that's what I've done with designing some lifestyle programs that actually are positioned in this age and stage of life. And I found myself that there was a couple of things that weren't happening when I was seeking lots of advice and going on medications and taking lots of supplements. And the first thing is that our symptoms are often looked at in isolation of the body and what is going on with the body. And we know that that's not right. That's not how the body works. So you can't just look at hot flushes without looking at sleep. You can't look at sore joints without looking at the fact that our liver is changing. So there are lots of things going on in my own context that led me down this path. The other thing that isn't happening is that the solution to menopause, our menopause transition, is often supplements and medications. And now there's nothing wrong with those, and I don't interfere with them at all. But nobody is looking at the context of our biological aging and what is actually going on with our muscles, our heart, our gut health, our liver, and certainly our sleep, because all those organs are changing as well. So as women come onto the My Menopause Transformation programs and join me, that's the journey I take them on. I take them on the fact that, you know, the sleep is the foundation to our health as we age. So we have to spend some time just reconnecting with our sleep cycle, our circadian cycle. We need to understand how our liver is changing, particularly those of you who have put on a lot of weight during this stage of life. And yes, HRT can contribute to that if you've got a fatty liver, so keep that in mind. And also for those of you who are exercisers, and we all want to exercise. I've been a regular exerciser all my life. However, often we carry that wear and tear into our aging. Conversely, some of you are more sedentary and are working in jobs where you're sitting a lot, or you actually don't have the mobility and the functionality because your joints are sore and because you've got restless legs and you're not sleeping. So if this is you, then engage with the MyMT community. I know where you're at, and if you can, come on board into my programs, or send me an email, or watch my masterclass on menopause, which is a 2-hour seminar. It's the seminar that I was taking around the UK, Australia and New Zealand before the world turned to chaos. So that's all online for you. You can go to the website, look at the program link, and it's just on that drop down link. And I've got some other lots and lots of articles as well. I'm Dr. Wendy Sweet from My Menopause Transformation. I hope that the year has started well for you, whatever you've got going on. And I would really love you to stay on board and engage with the community. Read my newsletters, and I have a midweek briefing as well. I'm always trying to pull the science together for you. And finally, we're getting more information about our age and stage of life. We've been forgotten for so long that it's really fantastic that there are now research studies coming out for women in midlife. And what I do is I draw on those many of those research studies, and bring that information to you as well. So join me if you can, and welcome into the MyMT community for 2021.